Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will put toe together and we'll get started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteers offense takes the field to start this game off. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
Give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's loose, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to... A bit at a time to get to that first down mark. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. Third and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first, and that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
But this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
It's caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Tempo in overdrive. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they... Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll let one go down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Volunteers! The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Vols are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Vols! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 40. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have... Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's on target and complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Grab near the marker. It's Worthy. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Coming after it. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits.
Going deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Inside the 40. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing in his pads.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee, get it in the perfect spot for their field goal kicker to try to win the game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Tennessee.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on